I want to look at here is what really I think is, it can be very powerful with Rival One. And since we are a multi-asset platform, since we support both futures and equities, we can use our spreader to create a spread of futures versus equities. So I built this ahead of time so that you all wouldn't have to watch me build it leg by leg during this webinar. I'm going to open my NQ basket spread that I've created. So we can see here that I've got multiple legs. What this spread is doing is I'm going to trade the NQ future versus 3 of the constituent stocks. So Microsoft, Apple, and Netflix. And certainly these are just numbers that I came up with for a theoretical strategy. There is no limit to the number of legs you can add. So if you want to trade some sort of very large basket, say NQ versus a basket of 20, 30, 40, 50 stocks, that is absolutely possible. Keep in mind that the more legs that you add, so I certainly wouldn't recommend firing off 50 leg spreads frequently, but it does give you an idea of the power of this tool and the flexibility that we can provide. So in this case, I'm looking to buy an NQ future versus 100 Microsoft, 200 shares of Apple, 150 shares of Netflix. So let's take a look at what that spread's going to look like when we fill it. To avoid all the resizing, I'm just going to choose spreader only here. And because we've got so many equities in there, the top of book price, we're only going to see probably one or two, 3 or 4 quantity available at a time. Now you can certainly pay through the market, but in this case, I'm just going to buy a 1 lot so we can see what that trade looks like. So I'm going to buy a 1 lot of my basket. I'm going to pay through the market to make sure I get a fill. And let's take a look at our fill in our trade book. So we see that I did buy 1 NQ basket. That means I bought 1 NASDAQ future. I sold 100 shares of Microsoft, 150 shares of Netflix, 200 shares of Apple. You'll notice here that the Apple was a short sell. Now this is our internal environment, so I'm not actually selling any of these. This is our internal matching engine. However, this is nice to notice because what we are doing is we are reading your position as a user and determining whether you are long or short this stock.